Good morning, my dear students. Already we have completed the first lesson, and now we are going on the second lesson also. The first introduction topic already we have completed. So today we are going to study about the first main topic of the second chapter. So already first chapter over. In the second chapter also the introduction sections are over. So today we are going to study about the first main topic of the second chapter. So listen very carefully. Okay, see, our today's topic is human reproductive system. So today we are going to study about the structure and functions of human reproductive system. So today we are going to study about the structure and functions of the human reproductive system, male reproductive system. Next class I will explain the female reproductive systems, structure and functions of female reproductive systems. Today we are going to study about the structure and functions of male reproductive system. Okay, our reproductive system performing two important functions in our body. The main function is our reproductive system only responsible for the production of male sex cells. So the male reproductive system is responsible for the production of male sex cell. Male sex cell name is called sperm, otherwise called spermatozoa. So the main function of the male reproductive system is production of male sex cell or the sperm or spermatozoa. And the second important function of male reproductive system is this male reproductive system only responsible for the production of male sex hormone testosterone. So testosterone is one of the very important male sex hormone. This hormone is produced by some organs present in our male reproductive system. So two functions I said. The first major function is production of male sex cell, and the second function of the male reproductive system is production of the male sex hormone testosterone. Okay. Listen here very carefully. The male reproductive system consists of many organs or many parts. All these organs or all these parts comes under four categories. They are: first one is primary sex organ, second one is called accessory duct, third category is called accessory gland, and the last one is external genitalia. So all the organs of the male reproductive system comes under four sections. The first section is called primary sex organ, second one is accessory duct, third one is accessory gland, and the last one is external genitalia. So now we are going to study about all these organs or all these sections one by one. So first I explain about the primary sex organ, the testes. A pair of testes, a pair means two testes. So two testes are present in the male reproductive system, and the shape of this testis is oval shape, and the testis is kept or located in a bag-like structure. This bag-like structure is called scrotum. So in the male reproductive system, both testes, two testes or oval shaped testes are located or kept inside a bag-like structure, and this bag-like structure is called scrotum. And one important thing, this scrotum is always hanging outside the abdominal cavity, outside and below the abdominal cavity. Here abdomen meaning lower stomach. Okay, lower stomach region is called abdominal region. So below the abdominal region, outside the body only the scrotum is hanging, and inside this scrotum only the both testes are located. Understand? I hope you all understand. Then the next point about this testis is, testes always need 2 to 3 degree lower temperature than the body temperature. Suppose our normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, means testes need 2 to 3 degrees Celsius low temperature. Then only the testis can produce the effective sex cells, effective sperms. So for the production of very active sperms, testis need 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower Celsius than temperature than the normal body temperature. So the scrotum is act as a thermoregulator. It regulates the heat of the testis. Understand? So now I said two important points about these testes. First one is it is oval, in the both testes are oval shape and they are located in a bag-like structure. It is called scrotum. Then the scrotum is hanging outside below the abdominal cavity. The reason is testis need 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower temperature than the body temperature. Understand? Understand few? Then, listen very carefully. See, just to imagine this is the testis. So, just to imagine this is the structure. I have drawn here the structure of testis. So, this is the structure of one testis. Both testes are covered by a small membrane-like structure. It is called tunica albuginea. So, just to imagine this is the scrotum. So, inside the scrotum only testis is located. Then both testes are covered by a small membrane-like structure. It is called tunica albuginea. Then, inside the testis is divided into 200 to 250 small compartments are called lobules. So just imagine this is one lobule, this second, third, fourth, fifth. Like that 200 to 250 small lobules or small compartments are present inside the testis. Then next point, inside this compartment or inside the lobules, that means each and every lobules consist of 2 to 4 small coiled or minute coiled tube-like structure. They are called seminiferous tubules. So just to imagine this red color is the seminiferous tubule. So once again repeat this point, these points. See, the testis is covered by a membrane tunica albuginea. Then inside the testis is divided into 200 to 250 small compartments or lobules. Then each and every lobules consist of 2 to 4 small minute tubule-like structure. It is called seminiferous tubule. And the main function of this seminiferous tubule is the seminiferous tubule only responsible for the production of male sex cell, the sperm. That means the seminiferous tubule acts as a site or place for the production of sperm or the spermatozoa. I hope you all understood this point. Then, this seminiferous tubule is made up of stratified epithelial tissue. And in the 11th standard already we have studied different types of epithelial tissue. Stratified epithelial tissue is a type of epithelial tissue. So the seminiferous tubule is fully made up of, completely it is made up of stratified epithelial tissue. And this stratified epithelial tissue is made up of two types of cells. One cell name is called Sertolic cell and the second cell name is called male germ cell. Here the Sertolic cell is otherwise called nurse cell. Sertolic cell is otherwise called nurse cell and the second one, male germ cell, it is otherwise called spermatogonia cell. So once again repeat this point. The seminiferous tubule is made up of epithelial tissue, striated epithelial tissue. This striated epithelial tissue is made up, consists of two types of cells. Sertolic cell, otherwise called nurse cell, and the second one is male germ cell, otherwise called spermatogonic cell. Understand? Here the Sertolic cell's main function is this cell only giving food or nutrients to the developing or maturing sperms or spermatozoa, and it also producing one hormone called inhibin. So the Sertolic cells perform two important functions in the seminiferous tubule. One function is this cell, the Sertolic cell only giving nutrients to the maturing sperm, and these cells also secreting one hormone called inhibin. This inhibin hormone control the production of sperm. That's all. These are the two important functions of these Sertolic cells. Then next one is male germ cell. These male cells only converted into the male sex cell sperm by meiotic cell division. So with the help of meiotic cell division, these male germ cells only converted into the sex cell sperm. So I hope you all understood this point. So now I said the functions of the Sertolic cells and male germ cells. Sertolic cells functions, two functions. The first function is these cells only giving food or nutrients to the sperm, and the second function is these cells producing one hormone called inhibin. This inhibin hormone control the production of sperm. Then second, male germ cells. These cells only converted into the sex cell, the sperm or spermatozoa by meiotic cell division. Then, so these two cells are present inside the seminiferous tubule. Then the outer surface of the seminiferous tubule also covered by a connective tissue. This connective tissue is made up of a special type of cells called Leydig cells. So inside the seminiferous tubule, two cells are there. They are called Sertolic cells and male germ cells. Outer side, that means outer surface of the seminiferous tubule is made up of a connective tissue. This connective tissue is made up of Leydig cell, consists of Leydig cells. Then these Leydig cells are endocrine in nature. That means these Leydig cells only producing the male sex hormone testosterone. So already I told you testosterone is the male sex hormone. This hormone is produced by the Leydig cells present outside the seminiferous tubule. Understand, students? I hope you all understood the structure of this testis. That's all about the structure of testis. Then now we are going to study about the second section, accessory duct. Listen very carefully. Here already I have written some duct name: Ratitestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, duct of seminal vesicles. So these are the some of the duct present in the male reproductive system. So listen very carefully. See, here I have written all these duct name. First duct name is called Ratitestis. Already I told you this red color tube-like structure is called seminiferous tubule. And already I told you this seminiferous tubule only playing a major role for the production of sperm. That means this seminiferous tubule only act as a site for the production of sperm or the male sex cell. Then after the production of sperm inside this seminiferous tubule, the sperms or the sex cells are moving to another one duct. The duct name is called Ratitestis. Ratitestis. So seminiferous tubule is connected with a tube-like structure. It is called Ratitestis. Then this Ratitestis is again connected with another one duct. It is called vas efferentia. It is called vasa efferentia. Once again repeat, seminiferous tubule, it is connected with the Ratitestis. Then the next part, it is connected with the Ratitestis is connected with another one duct or tube. It is called vas efferentia. Then this vas efferentia is connected with another one large tube-like structure. This part is called epididymis. Listen very carefully. One important point is here. Here epididymis is the very longest and highly thick coiled tube-like structure. And this epididymis only used as a storage place for the sperm. Already I told you the sperm is leaving from the seminiferous tubule to the Ratitestis. From the Ratitestis is entered the vas efferentia. Then from the vas efferentia it enter inside the epididymis. Inside the epididymis they are staying for few hours for maturation. When the sperm or the sex cells are staying inside this epididymis, they are getting maturation, they are getting nutritions, they are getting high moving capacity or motility capacity, and they are getting high fertilization capacity. So the sperms getting maturation, high motility capacity, high fertilization capacity, high nutrition when they are staying inside this epididymis. Understand, students? Then from the epididymis, the semen or the sperm is entering to another one tube-like structure. It is called vas deferens. It is called vas deferens. Understand? So once again I will repeat all these points. From the seminiferous tubule, the sperm is entering inside the Ratitestis. From the Ratitestis, the sperm is entering inside the vasa efferentia. From the vasa efferentia, the sperm is entering inside the epididymis, and when after entering inside the epididymis, they are staying inside the epididymis for few hours for maturation, for getting more food, and for getting effective movement, and also for getting active fertilization capacity. So for this purpose, the sperms are staying inside this epididymis for few minutes. Then from the epididymis, they are moving to another one duct or tube. It is called vas deferens. Understand, my dear students? Then Next, come to this diagram. So just imagine it's a vast difference. Okay, this continuous vast difference. Just imagine it's a vast difference. This vast difference is connected with another one duct. The duct name is a duct of seminal vesicle. So just imagine it's a seminal vesicle. So from the seminal vesicle one duct is arising. That duct name is called duct of seminal vesicle. So vast difference is jointed or connected with this duct of seminal vesicle and forming a common ejaculatory duct. So just imagine this is a common ejaculatory duct. So once again repeat all these points, the final point now. See, the vast difference is connecting with another one duct. The duct name is called duct of seminal vesicle. Then after joining with this duct, these two ducts are togetherly forming a common ejaculatory duct. This common ejaculatory duct open in the urethra region. Here urethra means this is the urethra region. It's a posterior region. Okay, the posterior region of the urinary bladder. So just imagine it's the urinary bladder. This is the posterior region. So this region is called urethra. So this common ejaculatory duct is connecting with this urethra. Here this urethra is act as the releasing place of both sperm and also urine in different time. The both sperm and the urine will not release from the urethra simultaneously. Okay, so through this urethra only the sperm is moving outside. I hope you all understood all the duct of this male reproductive system. So once again repeat all the duct names. Ratty testis, then ratty testis is continued with vasa efferentia, then vasa efferentia is continued with epididymis, epididymis is continued with vas deferens is continued with duct of seminal vesicle, and finally common ejaculatory duct. Understand? So that's all about the duct of the accessory duct present in the male reproductive system. Then next I explain about the accessory glands. There are three types of accessory glands or sex glands are present in the male reproductive system. That means a pair of seminal vesicle, a pair of bulbourethral glands, and a single prostate gland. Pair of seminal vesicle, pair of bulbourethral gland, and a single prostate gland. So these are the glands present in the male reproductive system. Here I have written all the uses or the functions of the glands and accessory glands. So first, I already told you pair of seminal vesicle, pair of bulbourethral gland, and a prostate gland. So the seminal vesicle secreting a fluid, a liquid-like structure. It is alkaline in nature. So this alkaline nature fluid secreted by the seminal vesicle consists of some substance. They are fructose, ascorbic acid, prostaglandins, vesiculase. So these are the some of the substance present in the fluid secreted by the seminal vesicle. Here vesiculase is one of the important enzyme. This enzyme is very important for the movement of sperm. This enzyme is very important for the movement of sperm. So once again I repeat this point. So there are three types of glands, accessory glands are present in the male reproductive system. So now we completed the first gland, a paired seminal vesicle. Two seminal vesicles are present and the seminal vesicle gland secreting a fluid. This fluid consists of fructose, ascorbic acid, prostaglandins, and a enzyme called vesiculase. Then second gland, bulbourethral gland. Two bulbourethral glands are present in the male reproductive system, and the secretions of this bulbourethral gland help for the lubrication of penis. Lubrication of penis. So this bulbourethral, both bulbourethral gland also secreting another one fluid. That fluids are supporting for the lubrication of the penis. Then next last gland, prostate gland. This prostate gland, single prostate gland, these two paired seminal vesicle, paired bulbourethral gland, and only one prostate gland. This prostate gland also secreting a fluid. This fluid consists of many enzymes, citrate, and some antigens. So these are the some of the substance present in the fluid secreted by the prostate glands. Understand? Understand a few? Then next, semen. It is a very important fluid secreted by the male reproductive system, otherwise called seminal fluid. Semen otherwise called seminal fluid. And this seminal fluid consists of more amount of seminal plasma and more amount of sperm. When the sperm is staying inside the semen acts as a medium for the movement of sperm. This semen giving nutrients to the sperm. The semen consists of some chemicals. That chemicals protect the sperm. So semen is a fluid, or seminal fluid is a fluid secreted by the male reproductive system. It consists of some substance. Main substance is sperm. So the semen acts as a medium for the transport of this sperm. Then it gives nutrients to the sperm. Then it consists of some chemicals. These chemicals protecting the sperm from the infections. Understand? Understand a few? So now we completed all the accessory glands and their functions. I hope you all understood all these points. Then next one is the last section, external genitalia. External genitalia means external reproductive organ or external sex organ. Male have only one external sex organ, penis. So this is, just to imagine, is the structure of penis. So penis is one of the important external sex organ, one and only external sex organ. And this penis is made up of a special type of tissue. And these tissues are erecting in nature only during the sexual activities. So during the sexual activities time, this penis is erected in nature because of the presence of a special types of tissue present in the penis. And at the end of this penis is little swelling. So this region is called gland penis. The swollen region or the swollen part of the swollen end of the penis is called gland penis. Then next one is foreskin. That means at the end of the penis is covered by a folded skin. This is called foreskin or prepuce. Foreskin or prepuce. Understand, my dear students? So now we have completed the structure and functions of male reproductive system. So the male reproductive system consists of many organs, and all these organs are comes under 4 sections. The sections already I told you. Once again I repeat. The first one is primary sex organ, second one is accessory duct, third one is accessory gland, and the last one is external genital organs. Primary sex organ, testis. Testis is the one and only primary sex organ in male reproductive system. Then accessory duct, many ducts are there. Ratitestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, ducta, seminal vesicle, then common ejaculatory duct also. Then next, accessory gland, seminal vesicle, 2 seminal vesicles, 2 bulbourethral gland, and 1 prostate gland. So these are the glands present in the male reproductive system. And the external genital organ, only one external genital organ, the penis. I hope you all understood these points. Then okay, now we completed the male reproductive system. Now we are going to study about the structure of male sex cell, the sperm. Sperm is otherwise called spermatozoan. Already I told you sperm is otherwise called spermatozoan. So now we are going to study about the structure of male sex cell, the sperm. So listen very carefully, students. See, sperm is a microscopic cell. Means we cannot see the sperm through our naked eyes. only with the help of the microscope only we can see the sperm. So it's a microscopic cell. It's a motile cell. Motile means movement. It can move from one place to another place through a medium. Already I told you, semen is the medium for the movement of sperm. Understand? And it's a flagellated nature. That means it looks like a small tail. Understand? So sperm or the male sex cell is a motile cell, microscopic cell, and it's a flagellate cell. Understand? Now we are going to study about the structure of male sex cell, the sperm. So in this chart I have drawn the structure of sperm. This is the structure of a single sperm. The sperm, the entire body is covered by a small membrane called plasma membrane. Okay, like all other cells, the sperm or the male sex cells also covered by a plasma membrane. Then the body of the sex cell or the sperm is divided into 4 parts: head region, neck region, middle piece, and tail. So these are the 4 parts of a sperm. So now we are going to study about all these parts one by one. First I explain about this head. Okay, the head region consists of 2 important parts. One is acrosome and the second one is called nucleus. Here, acrosome is a small cap-like structure present on the tip of the head. So the front region of the head, a small cap-like structure is there. It is called acrosome. This acrosome consists of one enzyme. Name of that enzyme is called hyaluronidase enzyme, otherwise called sperm lysine. And the main function of this acrosome is this acrosome only rupturing the egg wall. Next class I will explain about the structure of female sex cell, the egg. So for fertilization the sperm should enter inside the egg cell for fertilization. So to rupture or to break down the wall of the egg cells, this acrosome is very important because the acrosome consists of hyaluronidase enzyme or sperm lysine. So with the help of this acrosome only, the sperm is penetrating inside the egg cell. That's all about this acrosome. Second one is nucleus. Nucleus is a oval shaped flat structure present in the center of the head. Understand? So nucleus is oval shape and flat. So now we completed the first part, head. Then neck region. Neck region is a very short region present between the head and middle piece. And this neck region consists of 2 important centrioles. This is one centriole, this is second centriole. The first centriole is called proximal centriole. It is towards the nucleus. And this proximal centriole playing a very important role in the first division of zygote. So you all know already in the lower classes you have studied, after the fertilization takes place, the fertilized egg is converted into zygote, the zygote only dividing in their number. So the zygote is dividing into 2 because of the presence of this proximal centriole. And the second centriole name is called distal centriole. This distal centriole is towards the middle piece. From the distal centriole, the middle region, a small filament-like structure is arising. It is called axial filament. It is called axial filament. So I repeat the structure of neck region. Neck is a very short part of the sperm. It connects the head region with the middle piece. It connects the head region with the middle piece. It has 2 important centriole. One is called proximal centriole and the second one is called distal centriole. Here proximal centrioles involved in the zygote cell division, zygote division. Then the distal centriole forming the axial filament. That's all about this neck region. Then the third part, middle piece. So head region completed, neck completed, middle region. So this is the middle piece. This middle piece consists of only one cell organelle. It is called mitochondria. It is called mitochondria. So mitochondria, the functions of mitochondria you all know, it's the energy house. So for the movement of the sperm, this mitochondria only providing energy, and the energy molecules are given in the form of ATP. So the mitochondria giving the energy to the sperm in the form of ATP. in the form of ATP. Understand? So this is spiral shaped or spring shaped mitochondria present in the center region of the middle piece. I hope you all understood this middle piece. Then next one is tail. Tail is the longest part of the sperm. It's the longest part of the sperm. It is slender in nature. Understand? And the tail can move in any direction. Okay, so the slashing movement of the tail helps the sperm to swim or move forward. Already I told you the tail can move in any direction. So because of the movement of the tail, the sperm can move in forward direction. Understand? Understand a few? Then already told you here one filament is there, axial filament. This axial filament is also entering inside the tail region. Understand? So once again repeat the nature of the structure of the tail. Tail is the longest part of the sperm. It is slender in nature. It can move in any direction, and the function is this tail only supporting the sperm to move forward. Understand? Understand, my dear students? Then one more important point. During a single coitus, during a sexual activity time, a healthy human being can ejaculate 200 to 300 million sperm through the semen. So through the seminal plasma, 200 to 300 million sperms can release. Understand? So among these 200 to 300 million, 60% of the sperm should have normal shape, and at least 40% sperm should have high moving capacity, motility capacity. Then only the fertilization will be successful. Understand, my dear students? So once again repeat the structure of the sperm. Sperm is a motile cell. That means it can move from one place to another place. It's a microscopic cells. Only with the help of the microscope only we can see the nature of the sex cell, sperm. Then the entire cell is covered with a plasma membrane. Then the egg cell is divided into 4 important regions: head region, neck region, middle piece and tail. Head region consists of only 2 parts, agrosome and nucleus. Agrosome consists of an enzyme called hyaluronidase enzyme, otherwise called sperm lysine. This agrosome playing a very important role for the penetration of the egg cell, penetration of sperm cell inside the egg cell. The nucleus is a oval flat structure present in the center of the head. The neck region is a very short region connecting the head with the middle piece. It has 2 centrioles. One is proximal centriole and the second one is distal centriole. Proximal centriole involved in the zygote division. Then the distal centriole forming the axial filament. Then middle piece. Middle piece consists of only one cell organelle, that is called mitochondria. The major function of the mitochondria is giving or providing nutrients or energy, not nutrients, energy to the sperm for their movement, and the energy is provided in the form of ATP molecule. The tail region is the longest region, slender in nature, and it can move in any place, in any direction, and because of the movement of this tail only the sperm is moving forward, and maximum 200 to 300 million sperms is released during a single ejaculation. At least 60% should have normal shape, and at least 40% should have a high motility rate or capacity. Understand, students? So I hope you all understood all these 2 topics. So structure and functions of male reproductive system is one of the very important 5-mark question. Many 2-mark questions, 3-mark questions are there. For example, 2-mark question example, name the duct present in the male reproductive system, or may name the glands present, accessory glands present in the male reproductive system. So like that some 2-mark questions are there. Then 1-mark question, what is the function of Sertolic cell? Okay, what is the function of Leydig cells? What is the male sex hormone? Like that many 1-mark questions also there. So it is very important for the 5-mark question. Then the structure of the sperm also very important 5-mark question. Sometimes they may ask the structure for 2-mark or 3-mark. So if you have book, study today itself. It's very useful to you. Okay, see you in the next class.